Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Liverpool Connection pub chat. We're back in the pub. It's Crimbo time. We're happy.
Cheers.
Yeah, defo.
Yes.
I've not got my bed yet.
Where's your glass? Come on.
Fucking hell, you shit house. You just knew that.
Well.
Unbelievable.
This is our World Cup edition and
Last one.
Yeah, last one, isn't
Thank
it?
Christ.
And I have to say, what a final that we witnessed. It was the Messi Mbappe show. It was everything you'd want in a final. Bit of shithousery, goals galore, some great penalty saves. That's it. World Cup 2022 is done.
And it was a very good World Cup, right? I thought it was extremely... we'll talk about the games, but I thought it was interesting. There was a lot of fascinating stories with Morocco, etc., which I think no one that I know of predicted to be the surprise of the tournament.
Not in this group.
Not in this group.
The knowledge.
Morocco were brilliant. I thought Argentina started slowly into the tournament, but then they got better and better and better.
Just get to the final.
But the
Just get to
final,
the final, for fuck's sake.
was it was magnificent. So that's magnificent. That was probably I was thinking back about this earlier today, and I think it's probably the best. Just talking World Cups at the moment, it's probably the best World Cup final that I've seen. And my first one I remember was '86, but I think that was the best final. Can't think of one I've seen that was better.
It's got to be one of the best finals ever.
Oh
hasn't
yeah.
It? Even if you think about all the finals that we're involved in, this has got to be one of the... A 2-0 with like 65, 70 minutes, the game felt so dead. It felt like France... I felt like it was just a shake of hands of being like, right, we've won this game. Like, honestly, wasn't it? For like 15, 20 minutes in that second half,
Yeah.
it swept like a breeze for Argentina. And then... Anyway, I'm going a bit too far. Let's go back. Let's go back, I suppose.
But I also think like there was sickness in the French camp, where some of their main players were out during the semis, and then our lad, Canute, got sick after the semi-final.
Yeah.
So it just looked like they were knackered.
Yeah.
The French did not play very well that first 45. But as you said, Argentina just started gaining every single match, and then it just looked written in the stars for Messi, didn't it?
And I would give huge credit to Argentina. That first half, France had had some problems, all that kind of stuff, but a lot of that, the credit for Argentina, they were magnificent. That first 45 minutes I thought was one of the best 45 minutes I've seen from any team in years. I thought they were outstanding. And that I think was it the third goal? The second goal that Argentina scored, that little touch by Messi, and then it went down the side. No, they were brilliant. Argentina they came out, they had a game plan, they looked up for it. They also look relaxed. I've never seen Messi look so relaxed before a game before. Yeah. And he's on the pitch, he's chewing gum, he's smiling. He looks like he's really up for this, and they showed it. And that first 45 minutes, they were brilliant.
I thought the decision to play Di Maria from the start, that's a brave decision.
How good was he?
That. It was unbelievable. For like 60 minutes, he makes the first one, doesn't he, with the pen? But he was also so wide left. He was playing so left. I've found it difficult to really understand how Argentina play, because a lot of the time it looks like it's 4-4-2, like a narrow 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And then there's times where it's like a 4-2-3-1. But he played he didn't play left mid. He was like a left winger in that first bit, and he had them on toast. And by the way, Dembele, who I think is a brilliant player, I think he must have either he's sick or he's been out to the club all night, because he looked.
He didn't look ready for that.
He couldn't control anything, could he? But Di Maria was absolutely incredible. That first 60 minutes, he was Argentina's best player for me. And then, like you say, the second goal was just...
That's class.
Yeah, everything about it.
I said to you, because the first time I watched the penalty, I was like, that's not a fucking penalty. And I watched it again, and it was still a bit soft.
It's a penalty.
But
in
that's
these
what the
days.
game is, right? As well.
Exactly.
Now, 20 years, whatever ago, never ever a penalty. Now, that's all. It's going.
Yeah,
Whether
you
we
get the
whether we
deal.
think it isn't or not, it's gonna be given as a penalty every single time. So I wasn't surprised that it was given. I mean, the moment you touch a player,
and they go down.
regardless of how heavy or how strong, how hard you touch the player, they go down, and your tackle and you're away from the ball, it's going to be a penalty. Unfortunately, I don't agree with it, but it's going to be a penalty.
Here's one for you. When you think of when was the last big game? I know Mourinho used to do this, but this would be usually in a league game. When was the last time you could see a manager make 2 subs? I know there's 5 now, but to do 2 subs, 40 minutes to go, 2 massive players in Dembele and Giroud, to take them off at that 40-minute mark, takes massive. Obviously, the way it went, but it takes massive.
The only
balls
other
to do
one
that.
that's done that, maybe I can't recall if he's done it in finals or not, but Mourinho was known for that.
Yeah,
That if he saw something that wasn't working, he would make that change early.
But why do you think though he just didn't wait 5-6 more minutes till half time?
I think
They obviously were not fit, and there was obviously something.
Well,
otherwise, you would have waited till half time. You would have
Exactly.
thought
The
5
Giroud-
minutes
the-
means that
the
there's
Giroud
something
one,
not
I was
right
a
with
bit
it.
more surprised about. Dembele was absolutely,
Dreadful.
yeah, he was so
was.
bad. And so I could sort of understand it, because it was he was just so tough and he couldn't control the ball. He didn't look right.
Well, Giroud was
Dembele.
50-50 to start anyway. He had a knee problem
Yeah,
going
and then-
into the game.
So maybe he's just thought, I'm just going to do it now. If I'm going to do it at half time, I may as well just do it now.
Yeah.
And then at half time, there was 7 minutes added on, and I was saying to my family, who probably don't listen to a word I say or give a shit about even watching the game. I was saying, if you're France, you don't even want 7 minutes added on.
But that answers
you wanna
your
go
question,
inside,
though.
you
That
wanna
answers the
go
question
in.
in a way, because you can bet that the bench of France knew that there was going to be quite a bit of added time in that first half.
Maybe.
Which is probably, I mean, we're thinking, okay, they're making these changes with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Yeah,
Well, it's
it's
really
probably
12.
going to be like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but it was the right thing to do. It was
Yeah.
the right thing to do, because
But even
once the
going
changes
into
were made, they scored 2 goals in the second half
Yeah.
after the fact. So
Even going into the second half, though, like I was saying before, the game for 20 minutes after the second half, nothing really happened either way, and it looked like if anyone was going to go and score again, it was going to be Argentina. But the goal that they scored, France, it didn't really come from anything. It wasn't like France were banging on the door and then they.
You mean the further penalty?
To make it 2-1.
Yeah.
The actual penalty came from nothing. Watching it back, it was literally the ball just sort of. When Mbappe had the ball, he sort of made this little pass forward, sort of more of a hopeless sort of.
it was scrappy at the beginning.
And it was very scrappy.
But
And that's how they
Argentina
scored
caused
it.
that though.
And that's it.
Argentina
And that-
came
and that's
out.
what I'm saying.
They definitely backed off.
But Argentina backed off the whole game, and that's how you could say that's how they got the second goal. They defend really deep and then counter-attack, and they're brilliant. But for that goal, Otamendi got isolated against the forwards, and Otamendi's a good defender if he's going to defend deep and he's going to defend with really close back foot. He's not good at the space in behind him or the space either side, and you're seeing that from the goal. The way that he got ran ragged for that goal, really.
Yeah.
And then that just changed
And then,
everything, didn't it?
Then obviously Mbappe took the fucking game by the scruff of the neck.
That's that second goal.
Oh,
It was like. Did we use all?
That was a
we used
Dibble
all
Cisse special. Remember the Cisse
Yeah.
goal? It was
Yeah.
the same.
Just like
that
the-
was a brilliant. No, that finish by Mbappe was.
For him, because to be fair to him, he probably could have took another touch,
yeah.
and and then maybe went and scored. But to took it he's
The thing with Mbappe, he strikes the ball so well. I mean, I saw some, or I read
my
pieces about how Martinez, right, could have done better with that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You see the replay of that behind the goal.
he smashes it. To be fair,
You want your
doesn't he?
drink?
I'm opening.
Where is it?
It's
It's
alright.
in the
Don't worry
bar?
about it. Don't worry about
He's
it.
thirsty.
But no,
alright.
he honestly, when he scored that, I didn't give a shit who won really, but I was screaming like a lunatic in the house.
I was the same thing. I actually, when I first had it in the living room, and then at half time I was like, fucking hell, 2-0. I'll let the kids watch what they want, and I'll go in the office and watch it on the screen. I fucking yelled when that second goal by Mbappe
the same,
went
wasn't
in.
it? It
And
was.
just like I'm not a supporter of Argentina or France.
Yeah.
I'm a supporter of football.
Yeah.
And when that went in, I was like, fucking yes.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was.
We watched the spectacle today.
No, it was
I
magnificent.
mean, even
like,
extra time. Extra time was even
now-
like...
That's
No,
why we watch
no,
football,
even
right?
worse.
We support Liverpool, but this is why you can watch other games and be neutral, but become emotionally invested as well when you maybe don't think you are, right? Like, I did, like, towards the end of the game, and then Messi had that chance at, 2 minutes to go? Right?
Messi had the one.
I'm like screaming
But then
for it to go in.
even the one, and I can't remember now. The game was felt like it was so long, but even the one where where like there was a foul on the edge of the box for France, and the referee played an advantage, and Mbappe put him in field, and he had a shot.
Yes.
Like it was just things like that.
But
And you're like,
that's why Giroud was fucking screaming on the sidelines like, why didn't you call it back?
Yeah.
Which he should have done.
yeah, but it would have been a
to a
free kick,
point.
mate. It would have been a free kick.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
so
but
it was.
I mean-
I thought it was great refereeing actually because.
I thought he had a good game overall.
No,
as well.
that point there was great refereeing
Yeah.
because they had the advantage. If he would have blew there for a free kick, it was very, very wide. So, but he had the advantage, and they nearly scored from the advantage. To be fair,
When Messi scored in extra time, when it was during real time, I didn't know if the fucking ball had gone past. I didn't know whether it was offside.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Argentinian players are looking behind
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah.
going, is it? And the French players are like,
So that,
you know.
I mean, when Messi got that an extra time, you thought, okay, he's going to be the winner. I felt a little bit emotional when he scored that. Like, I felt like, because I really wanted Messi to do it because he's been
Yeah.
a fantastic footballer. Like, he's broken all records and he's been a player that's done it pretty much respectfully, unlike Ronaldo, right? It's a good bloke and a bad bloke thing, and Messi's done it pretty much in a really good way. And I felt that, and I was like, this is going to be like... I was hoping it wasn't going to be disallowed for offside or something ludicrous like that, which it wasn't, but... And then,
but then there was more,
there was more to come.
and then there was more to
So-
come, and then just the
It was the old with the new. Messi's going out, and you've got Mbappe,
Yeah.
who's got loads of World Cups to come.
It was mad that one though because it was definitely a pen in the way the rules are and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But even at that, you just like, and here's one for you as well, right? Messi had 2 pens, obviously one, and then one in the penalty shootout. And Mbappe had 3 pens. Every time one of them had a pen, I said to my missus, "I think he's gonna miss, you know." It took 5 pens. It was 5 pens. Yeah. Shows how much
I mean,
He
nonsense
got
I
close.
saw.
Martinez got close. He
Nah,
did.
yeah,
For
but
the
He
still.
got close, but the power and...
For
Yeah.
a 23-year-old,
He hits
he's
so
got
well.
nerves of steel, Mbappe.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was a classic match, and I just didn't want it to end. Like, it's one of those where, again, I don't give 2 shits about any of those teams. I care about football, and it showed the world what this sport is all about.
I did give shit. I did want Argentina to win because I hate the French. I did want Argentina.
I wasn't asked.
I was invested and wanted Argentina to win.
I wasn't
this.
that. It's weird for me. I wasn't that bothered. But then when France scored,
Now, what
I
did you
saw
say
what
earlier
France
about the
were
French and like the Paris,
Yeah,
Liverpool
there's that
thing?
part of it. There's definitely that part of it.
Yeah,
No doubt
but
about it.
that has
That part.
nothing to do with the French players. That's all
No,
I mean, though.
I when Mbappe scored those 2 goals, I was like, oh my god, he's going to go and score the 30, and it's going to be like one of the most insane moments. But anyway, going to the penalties, we had a feeling, didn't we, that excuse me, where this drink's coming from, like, we had a feeling that Argentina with Martinez just being
Such a good
he's
drink.
such a bad
Oh,
gobshite, isn't he?
Let me.
Test it out.
Yeah, don't choke on that, you.
That's
Oh,
cheers.
this, you know what? I'm gonna have another.
It's good, right?
You won't, because you won't get it. You won't get it anytime soon. Anyway,
Talk about the penalties, Glenn.
Talking of gobshites, Martinez was an absolute gobshite, wasn't he, for that penalty? Which
Brilliant.
is amazing. That's what you want.
That's what you want as a goalkeeper.
Exactly what you want this from.
And he is a brilliant record. He did it with the Copa America. He's fantastic at penalties, and he winds up the other players.
Or he's just a
you,
bit-
you need to
he's a bit
do that
nice,
as a
isn't he?
goalkeeper.
He's
You
a
look
bit
at
nice, Lloris.
you look at Lloris, right?
Well, he doesn't have.
Very
a
He
good
didn't do anything.
respectful.
He just
doesn't
he's
have
like
a-
this little
He
guy.
doesn't
and-
have a very good record of penalty
Lloris?
saves. No,
No, it's a terrible record.
the Martinez man.
Oh, he's he wind them up, and we know this
Yeah.
more than anyone with Bruce Grobbelaar against
Jurgen Dudek.
in Rome.
Kelleher. We've always had keepers.
And Dudek did it.
Yeah, we've
and
always had keepers that done
you
it.
have to get into the mind. You have to play the game.
Yeah.
Alisson Becker.
So I felt pretty confident that
Well,
Argentina were going to do it.
The French mimicked the Dutch with how bad those 2 penalties were. Yeah, Martinez guessed right, but the third one by the French lad, get it on fucking target.
Well, that was
at
the
least.
mind games, wasn't it? Martinez,
I know,
on
but-
that one, really wound him up.
Do you know what though? I've got to say about the RGs, they've got massive balls because, you know, that Mexican game, that Mexico game, they needed to win that. They needed to win that, and
They did.
It was 0-0
It
like
was-
60 minutes in. They come back, they did it there. I think if you go into like the Holland game, they were 2-0 down. They come back.
Yeah.
Sorry, they were 2-0 up. Then it went 2 each, and then they got through the penalties. Again this morning as well. It's
And we're recording this the day of the game in the evening, so we just watched it a little bit earlier.
And he's still waiting for the drink.
He is still waiting for
I
the
am.
drink.
This one's
Which is
lovely.
why what we should do is we have drinks. We should cheers to Lionel Messi.
You've already done it once.
Finally
You've already
doing
done it
it.
once.
We're
It
gonna do it
wasn't funny
again.
the first time.
I'm
but it's
extremely
okay.
happy
Yeah,
that he's done it, and he's got the set, and he deserves it, and he's been
It
amazing.
is. I mean, he's the GOAT, as these young kids say.
Yeah. By the way, that Alvarez is a player, isn't he?
Man City got one. But let's talk about that, like
He's
the
a
players
player.
as well.
Fernandes.
DePaul was brilliant the entire tournament.
Beast.
Nasty player, like exactly what you need. Brian McAllister was
The great Argentinian name.
Yeah.
unbelievable. And Brian just got him to a new contract 3 weeks or roundabouts before the World Cup started. So well done, Brian.
Yeah.
But McAllister was magnificent.
Yeah.
That
Really,
won't
and he
last.
was magnificent today. I mean, he was, if not beside Messi, one of the best players. He was outstanding. So well done, Argentina. But the World
Yeah,
Cup is
I mean-
over, and
Well done, Messi. Like, you know, that's it.
Yeah. I was watching.
Isn't it crazy that the next World Cup will not have Ronaldo or Messi?
It's really sad.
don't be so sure. We'll see. Messi announced after the game that he wants to carry on. So we'll see.
4 years though.
I mean,
for
the way
now.
he played
way he-
every single minute of this World
Well,
Cup,
it's
and he
funny,
looked as
yeah.
fit as anyone. So who
I think
knows?
the thing is, like with both of them,
Who knows,
the thing
right?
is with both of
Yeah.
them, with the way Ronaldo is,
Milner.
Ronaldo's mentality, he just won't do it, will he? He wouldn't be like a player that might sit on the bench and come on.
Well,
But with Messi, I can't see it. I mean, if you've just won the World Cup, why would you bother?
Addiction.
no
I mean, you see this with players. It's very hard to give it up. Anyway, he's
Just
saying it
won the
now that
World
he's
Cup.
going to carry on. We'll see how he is in 4 years' time. I just hope he doesn't move to the MLS
To Miami.
because I feel like he can still
He's still got
give
Do that-
so
thing
much
is,
in the top leagues.
want him
I
to come-
really do.
I want him to come to the MLS, but I want him to come in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I want
Yeah,
him to
not
come,
now.
Just
He
from a
looks-
selfish point of view, so I can go with my kid and I can watch him. But I want to watch him. I want to watch him in the Champions League.
And that's
You know what
going
I mean?
back, right? Now he's going to go back to
But-
France
but-
with
but-
PSG after
but
winning
this
the
is
World
the
Cup.
thing, no.
Argentina.
Yeah, and you've got Mbappe as well.
But this is the thing though. How many other teams can afford him?
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Imagine him and Geordies.
No, he's not.
City
It's not going to
on
happen.
a year
It's not
contract.
going to happen.
I think we
Oh,
all
they-
would
they-
love to see him in England. Whether that's like,
Yeah,
Who
that
knows?
won't happen.
No,
Anyway.
he's going to America, isn't he?
Yeah.
let's wrap
Pretty
this
much a
up.
done deal.
go on,
Right,
America.
just a quick one, and as we wrap it up, who was the biggest disappointment for you, other than my predictions?
England.
Nah, seriously, who was the biggest
Um,
disappointment?
Germany.
There wasn't much expected of Germany before the tournament.
They were going to
That
go through the
was for
group.
me.
Go through
Yeah.
the group though.
Yeah, they imploded. For me, Germany.
That's a good question. The biggest disappointment.
I thought, do you know, they weren't my biggest disappointment. I didn't expect much of them, but I think Wales were that bad that they should be banned for the next one. They were absolutely, and I've got nothing against Wales.
Do you think
I want them
Spain?
to do well. No, I wouldn't say the biggest disappointment
Because
was
Spain
Spain.
should have gone a little bit further.
Spain were magnificent in their first game. And I'm sure it was a bit of them being magnificent and Costa Rica being
but
appalling. But they completely collapsed after that game, so that was a surprise.
Did people say that?
Brazil were a bit of a disappointment in the end. When you
yeah.
look back on it with the players they
Yeah.
have, but
Yeah, I would probably say Germany and Brazil, the biggest ones.
Yeah, Belgium were poor, weren't they?
I did. Yeah, that didn't surprise me. Belgium.
Yeah, but I expected them to get. I mean, no one expected Morocco.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? When you don't start a Rigi, you're not going to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Right, last one then. There we go. Finally, it's over, but now we can get back to the good stuff.
Yeah, we can get back to real football, back in the Premier League. But
And we have like a special episode coming up soon. That our illustrious special host Glenn is going to be presenting. He's going to be presenting a quiz.
See how it goes.
a quiz of
Look out for
all
that.
quizzes.
Yeah, it's.
Quiz of all quizzes.
I've already heard it's gone viral. Glenn and his quiz. I hear it's going to be a big deal. So
Well,
See,
you need.
I'm looking forward
you
to
need
this,
medication for that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with that said, make sure you subscribe.
is it going to be like
and
blankety blank?
and share. And who's going to win the World Cup in 2026?
It's not England. It's not the USA either. But we'll see. But you know, been a good World Cup. But now it's time to get back to the Premier League. But
Daz, cheers.
oh yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers.
See you later.